What's up guys, it's Denodon here, and today I am back in Star Citizen, where I am taking a look at the newest flyable ship, which is the Kruger, whatever it is, P-52 Merlin, which is the snub fighter actually for the Constellation series ships, which, they carry these as their own little escorts. Now this has been through quite a redesign from the initial model we saw long ago, so I thought, may as well show it off whilst it's flyable. Also notice it looks kinda like a shark from the front, which I think is pretty cool. But yes, if we go to a side profile, you'll see it has one very interesting characteristic, and that is this very long nose with the cockpit right at the back. Now you can't really see here, but that's because there is a Gatling gun in the nose. That makes up most of its firepower, and then these lasers on the wings that fold up when landing. And if we keep moving around the back, you'll see that it's got, instead of all those many different engines it used to have, it just has these two big ones now. So, that's something, I suppose. But anyway, let's of course get in it and fly it. So we can see the other big thing that this has a difference, and that is its HUD is quite a different design. It is actually pretty much fully 2D, which is kinda nice, I suppose. It's a bit different. So just wait for it to load up here. Here we go. And yes, this is another one of the ships that, like the Aurora, has a fully implemented HUD in the cockpit. As in, I can look around and this isn't attached to my helmet, as you can see. So I can look around and it's doing that. It's glitching a bit because I think I crashed a little when trying to land, because I suck at it. But yes, that is what's going on here. So there we go, I've taken off, the wings deploy, the gear goes down, and now I can fly around. Now you'll notice this HUD is, oh, we've got a bit of red out here because of the G's. Like I said, this HUD is a bit different to the others. If you look on it, you've got all the same information you normally get, it's just laid out a bit differently, which is, I suppose a good thing. Because, add some variety rather than the standard Hornet HUD that pretty much every other ship except the Aurora has at the moment. But yes, as you can see, you've got like a G meter that shows it in all the axes. You've got a 2D radar on the bottom there that only shows stuff in front of you. And you've got the usual weapon stuff, throttle. Now, the one interesting thing I'm going to say this straight away is that the Merlin, you can get it for $20. So that makes it one of the cheapest ships you can currently get. And it is actually quite good at combat, even though I'm not going to show that because I'm absolutely atrocious at it. Of course, the other thing you have to keep in mind, though... Oops, I've got some kind of collision warning. Of course, though, the only thing you have to keep in mind is that this ship doesn't have a quantum drive, as they call it, nor does it have a jump drive. What that means is that this ship basically can only fly in normal real time like you can in Arena Commander, like what I'm doing here. It won't actually be able to jump in between systems. It will require docking up to a carrier ship like the Constellations in order to do that. And then there's also the fact that it has boost that doesn't recharge. Basically, this ship is just a gun that flies around, so if you want a ship that's basically a mobile gun, then this ship is maybe for you. Just have to keep in mind, as we black out again, that this ship is something that, isn't going to be entirely independent. It's going to need some help. But if we move out here, you can see, yep, there's that nose Gatling there. Just gotta zoom out a little. There we go. You can see there's that nose Gatling sitting there, which looks quite nice if you ask me. Then if we move on down, you can see that ring shape that it's always had. I'm not sure why it has that or what purpose it serves, but it has it, so there's that. And you can see the guys looking at the HUD on the inside there. And then, of course, the engines that some people would say look a bit weird when they activate in that. That's because you got to remember that they're basically working as maneuvering thrusters in this. They're not really doing much most of the time. And yeah, so that's something. Also, the ship pitches a lot better than it yours, which is, I don't know, it's something different to some of the other Star Citizen ships. It means that this one works much better if you fly it like a conventional aircraft, rather than the usual Your Commander that you see a lot of the time in Star Citizen. But anyway, that is the Kruger Merlin, and I'm rambling a bit. If you want it, it's $20 on the store, so, you can get it if you want. And who knows, maybe you'll have fun with it, maybe you won't. That's entirely up to you. But until then, I'm Denodon, this is Star Citizen. Safe landings.